Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So I worked as a digital product manager for the last 8+ years, just within like the tech industry. Unfortunately, in beginning of March, our company did a bunch of layoffs, and I was a part of that cut. And so as of March, I have been unemployed, looking for work. And in the meantime, we've been living off of our savings. We don't have any sort of big payments like car payments or anything like that.
Why aren't you freelancing?
Payments are,
if you're a digital project manager, you ought to be covered up in freelance work.
That has not been the case for me. I've been applying, doing my best to find work, but it just hasn't been. It just hasn't been working out for me to.
Well, I mean, how are your buddies that are freelancing getting work as a freelance? I'm not talking about a new job. I'm talking about just freelancing. Right.
So my specialty is product management. So I help companies develop software and scale some of their products. So usually it's not necessarily freelance. It would be, anywhere from like a year plus a gig to get those. So there are very few short-term freelance gigs for product management that I've been able to come across.
Okay. I wouldn't doubt that. That does. We've got digital project managers on our team here, and I know what they do. Yep. So I'm not arguing that point. So yeah, you're right. It's not like you're a short-term project where you're writing code or something, because that's not what you do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So on to your question. I got your picture. You're struggling finding work. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. So in the meantime, as mentioned, we've been living off of savings. In Canada, we have things like employment insurance here, but I've been also helping do random jobs for folks like house pressure washing, floating dock installations, and so forth.
Good for you.
Kind of keep me going. Now, there is this gentleman that I came across, and I've been helping him with floating dock installations. He is 74 years old. He's been running a business for 16 years now, and he is looking to retire and sell that business. Mm-hmm. So I thought it might be a good idea for me to look into acquiring that business.
Okay.
I've done several dock installations. Like, it's not necessarily rocket science.
Nope.
He, as mentioned, he's 74. He doesn't do any sort of outside marketing. All of the leads that he gets are from the actual manufacturer or folks who find the manufacturer online. They fill out a form. He's a regional dealer here in Canada, and so he just gets all of his incoming leads through those forms. So he doesn't do any personal Google ads or any sort of forms of advertising. And so with a digital background, I'm thinking of ways how this could scale and how I could use my skills to scale the business.
Okay, so you want to talk to him about buying it. I got it. Okay. So what are we going to do?
Yeah, so he initially wants $300,000 for the business. Mm-hmm. The business is net profiting annually in around $100K a year.
Mm-hmm. After he pays himself a salary?
No, so he is an owner-operator.
Okay, I know, but I mean, some owner-operators have enough sense to pay themselves a salary, so he's not. Okay. All right. And so he's not really netting $100K, because if he paid a manager to do the work that he's doing, he'd be netting 50 or 40.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, it's not worth 300.
Okay, so that was my initial thought process as well.
Yeah.
And so I've brought it up to him, but I talked to him about potentially acquiring the business through seller financing, mm-hmm. Which he seemed initially open to, but because after he talked to his wife, because he's 74, he's kind of driving into the sunset, basically. He wants a certain amount up front, like $100,000 up front.
Which is probably about all the whole thing's worth anyway.
Which was my guess as well. So I currently do not have the funds to give him even $100K for the business, right? Because I do not want to put my family into any further financial uncertainty. And
Agreed. So you don't have the money anyway.
Hey, it's George. That's right. I've been here the whole time, just creeping. Kind of like the creepy spammers and scammers out there using and selling your personal data. Not cool, guys. Not cool. And that's why you need to check out Delete Me. Delete Me will find and remove your info from all of these data broker sites to reduce the risk of spam and scam in your life. Delete Me has already removed my info from over 250 websites that don't have any business having it. And as a Ramsey fan, you'll get 20% off all of their plans, which comes out to less than $9 a month. So after this clip, go sign up and take control of your privacy at joindeleteme.com/Ramsey or click the link in the description to get the deal. All right, back to the call.
You don't have the money anyway.
And I don't have the money anyway, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to do 100% seller financing.
Okay.
So I was speaking to my parents, and they offered to. They are in the process of selling one of their properties overseas in Eastern Europe, and so they offered to sell that property and give some of that money towards acquiring this business should the seller and I reach a deal. And so I wanted to get.
They're going to give you $100,000.
Not $100,000. It would be about 50,000.
So where are you going to get the other 50,000? You don't have it.
I don't have it. And so this is where I would either need to come up with some creative way with the seller or negotiate with him on the down payment.
It's not a down payment. It's a payment. A down payment implies that there's a balance left. I mean, if you put 50 down and he finances 50, that's fine, but that's a long way from 300 and him riding off in an RV.
Correct.
I don't think you're getting this deal. You're too far apart on price and terms. And your parents are giving you this money. It's not a loan.
So
you just lied. Okay.
Here's my worry for you, brother.
There are some strings attached to it, yes.
Yeah, no, there's too much desperation in this. As soon as I get desperate, I get stupid. And you're pushing this from every corner of the table to make this tablecloth fit, and it's not going to fit. I liked where we were going in general, and I love the fact that you're willing to do anything to try to feed your family, from pressure washing to loading dock installs to freelance to getting another job or anything. But let's don't get too desperate to be in the loading dock business to where we've got people pulling us from every side. We got the former owners pulling us. We got mama pulling us. Everybody's pulling our hair out. We're going to be bald, man. Don't do it.
What stops you from just starting this on your own?
He doesn't have all the dealership connections.
Okay.
This guy owns the territory.
He owns the territory, correct, yeah.
Yeah, it's harder. But, I mean, you can go build decks on the backs of houses or something. Alex, I'm going to tell you this is I be careful when you have to force something from every corner of the table to make it work. There's nothing in this entire story that was a hot knife through butter. There's you got stuff coming at you from every angle telling you not to do this. And that's not just God challenging you, it's him telling you don't do it. There's a difference.
And my fear for you, Alex, you have already done the digital marketing math in your head, and you've already spent the money that you think you will make on top of this business.
No, you don't pay somebody for what you might grow it to.
Right.
You pay them for what it is. And right now it is a business that's worth somewhere around 150, 200K max, not 300. And he's not got any other buyers. I don't care what his wife thinks.
Dave, I'm asking you this, and you should be asking me, but I'm asking you, what is the psychology behind? So let's say this guy says, I make $100,000, and Alex here says, man, if I digitally market this, I can scale it and do this and this and this. I could make $500,000 next year. If he doesn't do this deal, his mind and body will feel like he just lost $500,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just FOMO. It's just fear of missing out. All it is.
But there's this weird thing in our heads that we make up a number, and if anything less than that number, we feel like we're getting ripped off and we lost it.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a strange loss.
One time I put an unrealistic price on a piece of real estate.
Yeah.
Really high. And then when a guy came in under that, I was like pissed.
He took $500,000 from me.
Yeah,
no, he didn't.
I was unrealistically priced to start with.
Yeah. Or if you called me and said,
for California suckerfish.
Hey, John, I'm going to give you a raise. Come on my office. And you gave me $100,000, but in my head I thought it was gonna be $200. I'd be like, that dude took $100,000 from me today.
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
It's a bass-backwards thing, but that's the way it is. So no, honey, I love business and I love your entrepreneur skills and I love your work ethic and your willingness to humble yourself and go do whatever it takes to get something going. You're a good man. You're going to find something, but don't step up in a bear trap in the process. and this smells like bear spray to me. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.